Alright, so look, I'm trying to calculate like what's going on right now because they're trying to do some mind control dumbass shit on people and our troops. Um so like this is new to me. Like this is what they're trying to do to me, but I'm with God so I can you know, um see all through that shit. So it's somebody from the labels that are paying people off. They're taking advantage of young people, and they're taking advantage of like the surroundings and communities and faking like everybody out. I mean, that's why you need to know like the equity of the good word and all of our resources and helping hands and like educational demonstration constantly to effectively never see crime, because now they're using it for their own selfish advantages, and they already accumulate like partnerships with government agencies, so they can easily say, hey, some artist was probably like, because they constantly work with everybody around the world, so they can easily like target somebody and then have some government officials go like scope out something, and then they could like blend in and like make it look like one agency or label is responsible for shit, and then it's a partner of the labels, like, you know and then they're like they try to like get close to your families and loved ones to try to get away with it, and then they pay off, like they try to buy people out, and then along the way just like they try to ruin shit, and then like they're manipulating women or wives, and then they try to take away like God's blessings that was only made for you. Well, I don't need any like record label. I don't need I'm in your payroll. Always have been. You get presented to the world, and you treat everybody with respect and kindness. I don't need food for thought. I don't want no credit. But a lot of artists, we blew up with all of our families involved. We do not need no stupid people harassing people because all they think about is showbiz, and now look, you became a fucking health risk. The worst ones are these fucking like government officials that they jump and act on impulse over like a fucking famous person for no reason. That's why you need to know your fucking direction. Other people have lives and families to provide for. That's how I know you're gonna get caught, you piece of shit. And then you're already like ruining our great relationships because you take your partners for granted. Just leave people alone. You're not wanted. You are not wanted. You'll never be wanted. That's why everybody has proper, right direction. So usually when somebody's like gonna like go over there and spectate but dude, like there was just no need for this, like, to be honest. And they do some like, they make it like a reality, like we're already all builders, so they could like dish out like forced manipulation, forced dreams, and then over time they'll like in a sense manipulate your reality, They're already building. It's nothing to build what they dish out in your head by force. And then it freaks you out. And then they're over here whispering, saying, you see, we control your life, or dumbass shit like that. They do some idiot shit like that. That's how they try to like manipulate women to be with them. Like, dude, it's all mind control, dude. And they make good people look bad, and after they are just living, and then they manipulate their surroundings and shit for no reason. So like when they're literally gonna spectate a new artist, and then all of the other labels hear about it, and then they get excited, that jealousy starts, and people don't know how to make it any other way. So their partners or colleagues start like, that's what explains how they try to like make me look like they get in the way of, you know, when I'm making music. And it's not even about music, dude. I'm with God. I don't even make music. We don't need to do that shit, dude. I'm with God. That's what you're hearing. Like me with God, expressing frustrations, different outlooks, education, you know. That's all it is. But then there's some people that think about just making music and think about like being a star. Like, that's all false. Like, dude. So they go to these artists and then they make them look like they're nothing, and then they leave whatever they're doing in people's heads. They leave, like with the radioactivity, they leave, and then after like diminishing like their image, and then when nobody wants them anymore, then they come and approach, and then they say like, oh, you know, then they offer that shitty ass hand. People get very, very fucked up like that. Well, just know that you're already caught by God, and they're just confirming who exactly you are. And they're the blessed ones to slit your throat. It's gonna happen. You already killed a lot of people. You already started wars. There's just so many like evidence and proof that you're shit. Like, you're literally in people's heads trying to mind control them, harass our women, spread disease. You lost how to live, and now you're getting desperate. You're prone to mistakes. You created a habit for yourself that's going to be extremely easy to notice. Everybody remain on that right path, and they should be extremely easy to know exactly who it is and take them to prison. Because life is very, very great and fruitful for some idiots to just be harassing people. Or it could be just like some feds provoking like artists, and like labels working with feds, and then they give them a reason. They give themselves a reason to be that close, to just reach demand on their shitty ass services. And little did you know that they create like conflict in peaceful environments. They'll literally like influence somebody out there's thoughts to act on impulse, to do some dumbass shit, just for a reason for them to justify that what they do, it makes sense. That now It's being controlled. Now you're seeing controlled crime at this point. Because everybody doesn't want a shitty life. Everybody wants a great life to live. So now over time, you understand that all the crime that you see, the killings that you see, they're being provoked. It's a controlled crime by a selected handful of individuals that try to convince the community and public that they have some sort of power over shitty situations and call it public safety, just for an outlet to get funded by taxpayer money. When in reality, I already told you the rules if you're listening to all of my educational videos from God on how to do it the healthy way to get funded, never-ending funds, and healthy patterns that'll take us to the next planet and the next planet. To have all of the whole world great, have everybody under mandatory healthy living standards. You guys need to walk with God and remain on that right path. Because just like how the movies look very, very realistic, they can now do that and taint your reality. And we're literally all builders. That's how we gained the actual relationships internationally. All of our service members building, caring for our foods. I mean, that's how motion picture through education got funded. That's how the originated shows and events were even a thing to accumulate funds for the masses and communities to reach capital for real estate. Somewhere along the line you forgot that. So now they're thinking about themselves in the toxic ways. And that's why you noticed when you stopped knowing, artists on stage got very sick on tour. Some died, some crew members died because they lacked the understanding of knowing how these events even came to be. How we accumulated all of these great equity in all of our families internationally through great relationships, through healthcare, making sure everybody's under healthy living standards and lacks nothing in life. That's why the events and shows were even about, to accumulate funding for the people and themselves. And along the way, we educated different personalities to bring understanding to the masses all over the world, to keep jobs, work going smoothly, so we won't make the same mistakes, so we won't make the same mistakes. I don't want you to forget all the stupid things they do. They make people look rotten because they're jealous. And don't be belittled or try to be bought out when there's a law to follow by mandatory healthcare guidelines that guarantees you a great life unbothered, along with our service members in corrections and all of the community side by side equally employed. The labels, if you want to work with them, they accept everybody. We can use tons of builders, tons of people that can teach new languages, teach the new life. And if they ever deny you, you can go to any label out in the world. If they ever deny you, then you can report it to the law, because that's a healthcare risk. And I'm in everybody's payroll. Always have been, always will. So there's no stealing, there's no adapting to shit. It's all on the foundation. We're not gonna take away no healthy teamwork, no healthy communications. You follow those laws. Every pay period, $10, $20 after tax withholding and medical insurance withholdings, all that good stuff. And then for a guaranteed wage increase every 3 months. That'll never stop. Our workplaces must be school themed, always learning every single language around the world, constantly. Always implementing healthy habits. We do not have time for anybody to be bugging people, to be faking them out, to making them sick. They killed my family to keep me silent. That's how they know that they're stupid. And that's how they knew that what they were doing was wrong. I mean, they're obviously scared to die if they try to keep somebody silent. And we were just living. I was literally just living, minding my own life, going to school, and out of nowhere, low frequency idiots just harassing people. I started talking, letting everybody know. Now they're trying to psych out and fake out everybody around the community, and then that's not even half of it. Then they start creating an illusion like it's not them, so then they use the equity of great relationships that we've built with all of us together, and they go harass people in different countries, our great partners that are partnered with the label, or their communities and their surroundings. Like, they literally just create an illusion, and it's not even a handful of idiots. And that's exactly what explains what happened with Iran and the US. They were getting faked out. They were being provoked for no reason. And it's some fucking idiots in the label taking their fucking blessings for granted, making all the rest of the labels and the label that they're partnered with looking like shit, like if it's them. How disrespectful, right? Because we all have families to provide for, lives to provide for, and we all know how life is really, really good, dude. It is really, really great for everybody. We do not need no fucking handful of dumbasses with egos, favoritism, trying to harass new artists, trying to harass new talent, trying to harass the public for no reason, just for a piece of ass. Like, dude, you guys are stupid, whoever you are. And out of nowhere, you get shocked in the head, shocked in the heart, and then they threaten to, like, give you heart attacks. That's bullshit. Nothing will happen to you when you're with God. They are DIE for sure. Let everybody in the whole world knows what's happening. Literally. Let everybody in the whole world know exactly what's happening, and then you're gonna get right down to the bottom of it. No favorites. I don't want to know who it is.